Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about origami. Origami is the craft of paper folding. It started in Japan in the late 17th century. There are two types of origamis, modern origami and traditional origami. Traditional origami is origami that's been passed down from generation to generation. It's designed as a folding pattern and sequence. And modern origami is origami that's made from designers. Yukira Yoshua is the founder or inventor of origami. He was born March 14th, 1911 and died March 14th, 2005. In 1941, Yoshua taught himself origami at age 26. At that time, he was working at a factory, but he left his job to dedicate his time to paper folding. He started the concept of wet folding. Wet folding means that wet paper is folded quickly. Joshua invented a technique of arrows and symbols and notations to draw out origami patterns. A benefit of origami is that it produces fine motor skills and hand coordination. It develops problem solving. It provides dimensional logic. It helps people to follow directions. It develops math skills such as fractions, symmetry, and geometry. Action origami can fly, or it uses energy from someone's hand to perform a task. Action origami came about with a flapping bird that came from Japan. There are many types of origami. A type of origami is action origami. An action origami needs to be blown out to work. It can fly, or it applies to energy to perform a task such as moving a branch or a flab. Action origami came about with a flapping bird from Japan. There is also wet folding, which is a type of origami. Wet folding is used to sketch origami. Wet folding is used with smooth edges instead of sharp edges. For this origami, water is sprinkled on the paper so it can have a nice form. This is to make sure that the edges are bent. For the final result, the product keeps its frame after the drawing is complete. There is molecular origami, which is gathering together many alike items to make the final product. The parts are clean cut, but skills are needed to make this. Then there's also Pure Land origami, which is a pattern made by just creating easy heel folds and heel planes. They are used to make the Pure Land origami. Clear-cut places are needed for the folds. Kirigami is another type of origami. It was made by cutting a sheet of paper in ancient Japan. Current origami modernization has extremely declined practice. There is also an origami called origami testillations. Origami testillation consists of a group of blueprints, layering a plane without having any flaps or breaks. This type of origami got more famous after the year of 2000. There's also technical origami, which consists of the making of a design through engineering instead of the trial and error technique. Before folding, the form of the final product is planned on a paper. This lets the drawing and masterpiece of enormously complicated designs, for example, human-shaped figures, including all the visible organs seen. There are many kinds of shapes that you can make with origamis. You can make a butterfly, you can make a frog, you can make a heart, you can make tons of shapes. You can make tons of shapes and objects with origami. Origami has had a major impact on Japanese culture. It created a hobby and an activity where adults and kids can do. Origami has been here for years and continues to have a major impact.